Harper Via and HarperAudio present The Tatami Time Machine Blues by Tomihiko Morimi, translated from the Japanese by Emily Balistrieri, performed by Kurt Kanazawa. One. August 12th. I'm going to say it up front. I've never had a meaningful summer. Summer is commonly said to be a season for personal growth. Meet a boy after one summer, and you'll hardly recognize him. In order to attain that glorious moment when you show off the new and improved you to your classmates, a detailed plan, early nights and early mornings, tempering of the flesh, and academic devotion are essential. But in my third year living at my lodgings, I was spurred by impatience. During the Kyoto summer, my 4.5-mat tatami room transformed into a fiery hell, on par with the Taklamakan Desert. In this environment, so harsh it's doubtful life could even be supported, I proceeded steadily toward the collapse of my daily rhythm. My detailed plan turned into an armchair fantasy, and summer fatigue hastened my flesh's deterioration and my academic corruption. Under such circumstances, not even Buddha himself would be able to attain growth as a person. Even if one's dreams are dashed, the 4.5-mat tatami room remains. I had already passed the halfway point of the study period known as college, and yet I hadn't spent a single meaningful summer. I hadn't built myself into a person who could be of use to society. If I didn't stop twiddling my thumbs, society would no doubt heartlessly slam its gate in my face. The breakthrough for revitalization was that civilized convenience, an air conditioner. It was the afternoon of August 12th. In my student apartment, room 209, I sat face to face with a man. My base of operations was a room at Shimogamo Yusuisuiso in Shimogamo Izumikawa-cho. When I first visited the place on the university co-op's introduction, I thought I must have wandered into the walled city of Kowloon. The 3-story wooden structure caused all those who saw it anxiety. It seemed ready to collapse at any moment. Its dilapidation was practically important cultural property level. Certainly no one would miss it if it burned down. If you want to know what is offensive in this world, it's the sight of 2 sweaty male college students sitting shirtless in a 4.5-mat tatami room, glaring at each other. At that moment, the scorching sun was broiling the roof of Shimogamo Yusuisuiso, and the displeasure index inside room 209 had reached its peak. With zero shame or concern for my reputation, I left the window and door open. But even when I turned on the basically antique fan I brought from my parents' house, it only pushed the hot air around the room. I was so warm, my consciousness was growing fuzzy. Did the man squatting before me really exist? He wasn't a grimy mirage only pure-hearted eye could see. Mopping my sweat with a hand towel, I spoke to him. "Hey, Ozu. You rang? Are you alive?" "Oh, don't mind me, I'll be dead before long," he said with a cold stare. His grayish, unhealthy-looking face was slick with sweat, which made him gleam slimily. He looked just like a freshly birthed Nudarihyon. The student apartments were peaceful and quiet in the afternoon. The cicada cries that had been obnoxiously loud in the morning had ceased altogether, and the silence made it feel as though the flow of time had stopped. Many residents had gone home to their families. Not many idiots spent midsummer days cooped up in a 4.5-mat tatami room. Probably the only other person in the ramshackle building aside from Ozu and me was my neighbor in room 210, the perpetual student Seitaro Higuchi. The previous night, we had solemnly held a wake for my air conditioner. At dawn, Higuchi snakily intoned an error-riddled version of the Heart Sutra before blurting, "If you clear your mind, even a 4.5-mat tatami room is as refreshing."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?